The easiest way to ensure that you are alive at such depths is to monitor your movement using state-of-the-art technology. For this reason, we ask you to please walk over to the lever, located to your right, and pull it. Okay, next order of business. You should have received a pickaxe in the prep room. This pickaxe is your tool to fulfill your...
Hello everyone, it's Scoos, and today I have a stupid number of updates to show you and not a lot of time to do it in, so I will be hopping straight into it. So first things first, you may notice there's some new textures. My artist is currently out of town, so I'm going to be waiting for him to get back, and a lot of these textures are going to be replaced. So for example, this right over here is a temporary texture, this is a temporary texture, this is a temporary texture, this is a temporary texture, you get the point. Beside that, there's a ton of updates to this game. Probably the first and biggest thing is that I have gotten a full up survival mode implemented into the game. So the player now has health, and there's now also some new mechanics that I'll be delving into. And additionally, I've created the crafting tree for the game. This crafting interface allows you to basically craft all the stuff that you're going to need for the game, and I'm still not done adding to it. One of the great things about the way that I implemented this is that any new blocks can be quickly and easily added into the game by only modifying the game's data files and not, you know, everything. So, for example, if I want to add a new block that, say, is like ramps but sloped down, I can do that extremely quickly and easily in the code and then create crafting recipes for how to make them. This also means that I needed to add some new items. So there are a ton of placeholder textures. For example, all of this, the impact and high explosive, the impact and time bombs in this menu are also temporary textures. Those will be replaced by even cooler looking textures once I get my art dude back. As you mine ores, you can put them through like grinders and smelters and create powdered ores and as well as smelted ores and be able to craft stuff like that. There's also a fun mechanic I thought of where if you mine this lever block, you can actually turn it into wiring, so that's a lot of fun. I should mention, the way that crafting works, as you could just see with there, is you select the item that you want to craft, a little recipe pops up here, you fill in the recipe, you click the item over here, and you get it in your inventory. Like for example, if I build some planks, and then, and then I build some sticks, and I build some more planks, and like this, I can combine the planks and the sticks and create ladders, and then I can place the ladders in the world like so and be able to climb them. And there will be a climbing animation, I just don't have one. There's a lot of this whole temporary texture thing. But beyond that, we also have crates, which currently has a chest texture. Like I said, temporary textures. This is this is not the final version of the texture by any means. This was just me messing around in Paint for 5 minutes. You are able to open the chest, look at all this stuff inside, look inside the crate, and additionally, this is probably my favorite part about this game, you can actually mine the crates, and they will pop up in your inventory, and you can move them and place them elsewhere, and they will keep all of their stuff in them. So, I also redid the mining tool. I felt like the pickaxe was a little bit counterintuitive with the way that it was like selecting where you were mining. So I redid that. So now it uses raycasts with the physics and uses some little fancy math that I wrote. And now the pickaxe is much, 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 much easier to use. And it's actually a lot of fun as well. So basically the entire game is supposed to be a sort of survival mode. Basically in the top right, you can see we have this quota. And basically what we need to do is we essentially need to mine blocks, and we need to put them in here, the central elevator, to fulfill our quota. And then you can see it says quota complete, and we only have about 10 minutes to complete our quota. And the quotas get progressively harder as the game progresses, and there's some fancy math for that, but I'm not going to go into it. Basically, once your quota is complete, you are free to do whatever you want with any materials that you mine, and that's where the game starts to get really fun. Because as you build more stuff, you gain access to stuff like better tools and stuff that allow you to mine more quickly and complete your quotas more quickly. But at the same time, your quotas get harder. So it's kind of a little bit fun that way. One last final thing that I added that's kind of cool is I created the first entities in the game that can attack you. So I created these in the form of spiders. Spiders basically spawn into the game every so often, and you can kill them to get webs, but they will attack the player. See, like here's one. Excuse my pixel art, I am actually terrible at it. But you can essentially use your pickaxe to attack them, or if you have explosives, you can also kill them in style. I think that's basically everything. There's some smaller updates that I've also done, but those are the big things. And so I'm going to leave you guys here, and I will see you next week. I'm not actually sure what I'm gonna. I need to figure out. And I'll see you next week, and then have something that I'm actually doing. Alright. There's a sneeze. Alright. I think. Alright. And I'll see you guys next week. I should have the survival mode completely done by then, so that'll be a lot of fun. And I can get to like the menus and save files and stuff. So there's still a lot to do on the game, but I think that I'll actually be able to complete it in the time frame that I've allotted myself. So yeah, see you then. So while we're in the end card, you don't have anything to do, right? So how about if you go follow me on my official Twitter that I just made for this game? That's right, you can now follow me on Twitter and get updates to the game much more frequently, like as they're happening, levels of quickly. I will link that down in the description. Anyways, thank you for watching my devlog, and I will see you all next week.